Hey there, scrapbook friends, and welcome to another edition of Theme Park Thursday. I hope that wherever you are keeping warm. This Arctic blast my toes are numb. You will hear the hum of my space heater throughout this video. I hope it's not too distracting to you, but it is cold. It is cold as I'm filming this. I'm wearing 2 pairs of socks and shoes, and my feet are cold, and I got a space heater a foot from my feet. But it was worth it because I really love the way this layout turned out. I had no idea where I was going to go when I started, but I am thankful that I saved some little paper scraps, and I love the way that it turned out. And I hope that you will enjoy going through the process with me here in episode 67 of Theme Park Thursday. All right, so here's my next set of pictures from the Magic Kingdom. These are actually over to the side. This is the front. Those are on this side. I love this one. This is the one I used on my title page. I could do the castle. I want this to be a double page spread. I did use this one already, and yet I love it so much. It needs to be on here. I'm kind of liking, oh, this is one extra picture that would fit. I'm kind of liking something like this. And I definitely want to try and use Sweet Summer again. I'm kind of liking the downward thing. I don't know, maybe I want to go up, up, up. I don't know. Let me pull out Sweet Summer and see what I have left. So I have a lot of little scrap pieces. It'd be fun to do something that utilizes scraps. Oh, I've got this. This is what we used last week, right, for the base. And I've got several pieces of it left. So it makes sense to use this one for the base again. This is last week's layout. So if we just kind of tie it together, I don't necessarily want to do the squares, but if we use a lot of the same colors, that takes a lot of the thinking away and kind of ties these two together. So if I use these for the base, I might still want to do the border frame, which I've been doing a lot of lately. Because of the way the sizing, 6 and 4 is 10, so that gives me that same border around that I've had so many times. I could just do a border around the edges, just like we did here. It wouldn't be that hard. I would just have to cut strips and miter the corners. Oh, sorry, off the edge. So I could do that. But I don't really want to do the squares. But I do need to reposition my camera, apparently. All right, hopefully that's a little bit better. Sorry, when I start with pictures, I don't always know where the camera needs to be. So I don't know that I want it to be too much like this. But I do like continuity. So I think I am definitely going to stick with the a very skinny border of this blue and then a little bit wider of the pink, except that's a small piece of pink. I hope I have a full piece of pink. Which it doesn't look like I do. So, I have this one little piece of pink, and it is 4 1/4 inches wide. So I could get 6 1/2-inch pieces out of it to do that border, which is what I would need. All right, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Do a border all the way around the edges. And then I don't know what's going to go in the middle. I need to do something besides just put these pictures right here. I could maybe... Oh, I have all of these little strips that I cut off last week. Be kind of fun to do a border. Got strips of different widths, papers that I like. It could be fun to do maybe a border down the middle and maybe skip the outside edge and do something like with these little stripes down the middle. Varying widths and colors. They're too small. So maybe I do 10. I do a strip here down the middle. And I forgot about it. I saved all of those little guys. And do a strip here. Oh, it'd be really kind of cool to do, like to do a frame around these. But I want to do something with this. And I'd love to do a frame that's like little strips going all the way around. But that would take a lot of work, and I don't think I care that much about this idea. But I kind of do like the idea of using all of these scraps and doing a frame around here, maybe different lengths, different widths poking up and around. So I need to put these two on a base. I think I'll leave a little space. It needs to be on something. And then I'll do the frame. This idea is totally me. I don't feel like I've seen, I think I did see Janine Doyle or somebody in Australia did something with a bunch of strips like around the outside, and maybe that's what's in my head. I saw that on Instagram a couple of days ago. I would love to find a way to use all of these little tiny strips. So what else do I have? I think I have a couple pieces of this blue paper. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this blue paper, which has all these summer words, so it's not what I want. And I'm going to mat the photos. And then we will stick all these little pieces kind of behind it, like put a, just a strip and stick them behind various heights. I mean, they can't go off the edge. That's the thing. Down at the bottom, we could go a little bit more, and the bottom and the side. Okay, this is an experiment, but I think I like it. All right, this edge is a little bit crinkly, so let's do it right here and here. All right. Oh, and I wanted to show you that I got the new jumbo tape runner from Creative Memories. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. This was one of those, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of things. I thought, why are they coming out with this? But since I've started playing with it and trying it, I like it a lot. I feel like I have a lot of control over how much adhesive I use, and it fits nicely in my hand. You know, with our old tape runners, sometimes, especially when I had new people, sometimes they would hold it at the wrong angle, and you kind of have to figure out the right angle to hold it. But this one just feels more intuitive as to what the correct angle is for taping. So I'm excited. It did sell out the first day, so obviously there's a need for it or interest in it. But it is coming back. So, and I hope that they will bring it back and bring back, I know the refills are also coming. And I hope that they will make it a permanent item and then also give us some repositionables. All right, so I think I'm going to do this at about 6 1/4. So that should give me the, you know, the mat. Oh, it's not centered. I'm not good at guessing that centering. Probably should have measured it first, or measured and cut first, because now I can center it. Now that it's cut, I have a little bit easier time centering it. Center, center. And we're going to cut it right here, which is at 8 1/2. All right, perfect. So unfortunately, this piece is not wide enough to do the same thing. I do like that. I think I can use that for something else. So I'm going to do the same here. It was 6 1/4. By 8 1/2. Again, this little edge, this is an older paper pack, so some of my edges are a little bit dinged up. So I like to find the edge that looks the nicest. And I'll put these on here. And you really can't see the words underneath, so it doesn't matter that they're summary themed. Another nice thing about this tape runner is it's bigger and hopefully a little bit harder for me to lose on my workspace, which is something that happens to me far too often. Okay, this doesn't seem quite as wide of a border. I thought I cut them the same width. No, look, this one's wider. Darn it. Oh well, they're gonna be on different sides of the paper and the layout, and maybe nobody will notice, and if we do, we'll figure something else out. But the gap's not quite as big on here. I guess if it bothers me, I could put another layer, but I think that works okay. They're the same height, which is good. And then I just want to do all these little pieces. And so maybe what I need to do, I don't really want to do pencil lines because those will show unless I want to measure them. So if I do, let's see, if I come in and do, it was 8 1/2, 8 1/4, 8 1/2 by 6 1/4. Yeah, 8 1/2 by 6 1/4. So 8 1/2 would be like 1 3/4 inches down. So we'll come down 1 3/4 inches right here. We'll come up 1 3/4 inches here. And then we'll come out. It was 6 1/4. So I'll just come out 6 inches. And actually, I'm just going to line my edge of my ruler, my zero centering ruler. I can just put the 1 3/4 inch line on here and go to 6. I'll do the same thing on this end. 1 3/4. Go to 6. And then like that. And I think I don't want to use this tape. I wish I had some photo tape. I mean, I know I have some photo tape. I wonder where it is. Ha! It was in my bin of adhesives right here next to my table, exactly where it should have been. So I'm going to just take a piece of photo tape and run it right along the inside of this pencil line that I just drew. which I'm not sure how straight that's looking. All right. I love this photo tape so much. I don't use it a whole lot, but it just is so nice when, for some things like this, where I just want to have all the pieces. So here's more of my scraps. I know I'm going to need to cut more things, but what I want to do is kind of stagger the wider pieces and then the skinnier pieces. Oh, and I've got some of these that are left over from my family reunion, but these are all cut into waves, which I ended up not needing them. I cut more than I needed, which is kind of annoying because they were a pain to cut. But I still have papers I can cut in here. Scraps of paper. So hopefully this will be a good way that I can use up all my scraps, or many of my scraps. Right. Oh, that's skinny one too. I definitely have my favorites in this paper pack. I guess every paper pack I have favorites. Okay. So I want to leave about a 1/2 inch at the top. So glad that I saved those little strips and remembered about them, put them in the folder with my other things. So I want to do some of these little suns. I know I don't need anything bigger than 2 inches. I don't think well, it depends on how much I want. I'll do 2.5. Depends on how much I want to have poke out over the edge. But if I do this one kind of right here, and then I'll do a skinny one right there. How close do I want them though? Maybe I want them a little closer. And I'll do this one right there. And so I think what I'm going to do is just cut a bunch of little strips. And can't use that one. Can't use that one either. Oh, I love the little stripe. I mean, I could just snip it off, but then I'll have an edge that's not straight. So I want to, I think I'll just cut a bunch of strips at 2.5. And I want to spread around the different widths and different measurements. So if I put this here, actually scissors it is. I'll just try to cut straight. Of course, now I hope I like this, because if I don't like it, I'm going to have cut up all this paper and wasted it. I have a feeling that this is probably going to be kind of boring to watch. Some of that. I'll do some of these. I'll just kind of do random widths. What other pieces did I have that were small and already cut? I think these were 4-inch wide little mats. I do these little tiny pieces. It's harder to cut the small pieces, that's for sure, because they to work under the edge of the trimmer. And hopefully these are straight. I don't know yet what I'm going to do at the corners. That. I think I'm going to do another piece of, oh, I'll do this purple piece. I'm gonna have to put another little piece of adhesive right on there. Was in the wrong spot. All right. I don't know what I'm doing in the corners right now. I think I'm not doing anything. These down here I can go out a little farther because I'm not going to have, I'm going to have a picture up at the top right here. So this could come out here. Actually, this is good because it helps me make it look straight. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm already liking it. I think it's fun. Uh-oh. Yeah, that would be my last piece that can go that long. Little purple piece. Tiny white piece. Another piece. I can put one skinny one right in there. It's too close. I don't want them to line up. I want them to all be just kind of staggered. So then when I put these back on, it's going to have just these little papers poking out, and I think I like it. I think it's fun. All right, let's keep going. I may snip through this just because it does seem a little, I don't know. I'm having fun with it, but it might not be fun for you to watch. So this is the purple one, but I like this side, so I'm going to put that on there. And this one has two. Just trying to kind of do a variety of widths and lengths. Put the purple down there. So see, I hope that this will be a good way for me to use up all my little scraps here. I'm not using the popsicle side. I don't want to use too much of this pink, even though this is one of my favorites. This one and this one. This, oh, which is the back of the purple. This piece. I think I need a rainbow right there. And something wider. Not that one. There aren't that many different, oh, the purple. There aren't that many different colors really by the time I, don't want to, can't use the starfish. This one could go maybe right here. This is dark blue. Something right here. Something real skinny. Okay, and all right, I'm not going to fast forward through this, but if you want to, I'll understand. I won't have hurt feelings. I kind of would like a little bit more of this purple. I don't feel like I use that much of it. This did kind of make a mess here on my table. I think I want another rainbow stripe. I want it wider. Haha. Just scoot these over a smidge. This photo tape is super sticky, so it doesn't give me quite as much wiggle room as I'm used to having. Okay, I like it. I think I want this to be on the other page though, and I'll put this one wherever the other one is. Here it is. On this, oh yeah, that's what I wanted on this page. So I do think I need to come back and stick down the little ends. Maybe I don't. But we'll just make sure that we kind of got this centered. And I have the pencil lines that I can see to help me position it. Oh, there's a pencil line there. There. What do you think? Kind of like it. Do I want to put this on a mat too? I might need to put this on a mat of the same blue just to set it off, and I might need to trim that little piece off. Heaven knows I've got enough of this extra. Or what about this piece? Nope. This doesn't look straight right here either. Oh well. Just try to do a skinny little mat that shows the blue without any of the words showing through. I don't know what journaling I'm going to want to do or need to do, because I kind of journaled on the previous page about how we had one last day to come back and went to the Magic Kingdom. The main reason I think we wanted to come back to the Magic Kingdom is because I think this was the day that the Festival of Fantasy Parade was coming back. I could be wrong about that. There. I don't know. What do you guys think? I like it. And I think once I get the other side done and, you know, get it balanced, we'll like it better. So I'm just going to do that. off camera, and then I'll be back and I'll clean this up so we can see, and then we'll figure out what happens next. Okay, while I'm organizing my little scraps, I'm not going to save this little piece, but I thought I would just kind of come back and talk to you about what I'm thinking about how I'm organizing them. I still have a lot more scraps than I wanted. I'm putting them, you know, kind of putting the pieces that are, I think these might be 6 by 6. I don't know if they're going to fit in the pocket, but some of them are going to go in that top pocket of the Power Project folder. Some of them are going to go in one of the long skinny pockets, and some of them are going to go in the little side pockets. I don't know how to describe them, but just trying to get them so that they'll be easy for me to get out. I do not usually save these kind of scraps. Like usually all of this would go away. Because I know that I'm going to be using this, because I've liked using this so much for this album, I am going to save these, but at some point these might not get saved. These might actually end up getting tossed later, but I would hate to throw them away now and then, you know, in 2 weeks decide, oh man, I wish I had one more little tiny piece of that pink. So that's just kind of how I'm trying to organize these pieces to go back into the folder. So I have this one piece that I punched out for some other project and didn't use. So all these long skinny ones will go on this side. And I don't want to put the short ones in because then I have to reach my hand in all the way to the bottom. And then this one, these are mats from the Variety Matte Pack, which I have not really used. Although some of these could be really cute for journal mats. So I might need to remember about those. I'm going to take all of these and just put them in here. And all of these can go in this top section. And I like to put some in the top because otherwise the bottom gets really thick and the tops are skinny and it messes up my little storage units or storage bins. So that, you know, that worked out well. And then I also have the fill and file sleeve with some of the embellishments. I don't think any of these embellishments are going to work for a Disney page. It's been a while since I've looked at them, but it wasn't summer, it was spring. We weren't lazy. We were going like mad. Fun in the sun maybe could work, but these are mostly beachy themed. So I love the Creative Memories paper because, you know, you can use it with things that weren't necessarily the theme that they designed it for, but that means that the embellishments don't always match or the stickers. So, all right, let's look at stickers though while we're here. Oh, we looked at these last week and there's just not very much, is there? Soak Up the Sun we could maybe use. The sunscreen we could maybe use. Perfect Weather. Didn't we use that last week? Not yesterday. I didn't use Perfect Weather, so we could use Perfect Weather. Maybe I'll keep this one on. Sunburn, road trip, hot, flip-flops, yes. Yum, poolside beach days, wow. At the lake picnic, nope, none of those are going to work. The suns maybe could work. The little umbrellas maybe could work, but they don't really match with what we were doing. So maybe I won't even use this. I won't use any of these stickers. I don't really want to have to do a title because it's pretty much a continuation of the previous page. I want to be able to count that as my title. Oh, I do love when they package the embellishments in these like waterfall pages, but it makes it a little harder to stick them in. All right. So here's the layout. It needs something else. I think it needs a little border, and I think it might need to just be a little pen swirly border, which is a little bit old school. I'll use that one. Actually, I think I'll grab a scrap. Like, no, not, yeah, the Fun in the Sun, because I can still use this if I decide to. I'm just going to test what that's kind of a tealish green. I think that's what I'm going to do. And this is like a throwback, kind of a 90s technique, which I think I've used before, but where you just kind of do a little swirly line, some loops in it. It's looking a little bit greener than I wanted it to look. I was going for more of a teal, but on top of this orange, it's a little bit green, but too late now because this would be almost impossible to duplicate or, you know, go over with another color. So I try to make it so it doesn't look like I'm writing E's and cursive S's, but that's kind of what it looks like I'm doing. Just to give it this little bit of color. Of course, I haven't stuck these guys down, so it makes it easy to flip up. That one I didn't. But I don't know if you can tell, but I think it makes a difference to have just that little bit of a border. So let me do this side, and then we got to figure out something, some kind of embellishment or something, because it definitely needs something. And I wish I had something kind of castle-y. All right, so I did the little pen around the edges. I added some little, what we used to call tri-dots. And it reminded me that my friend, Kim Spillman, who her YouTube channel is Mom's Creative Moments, she, I think, has done a whole series of like pen art, things you can do just like with your pens that can add to your pages. And I highly recommend it. If you haven't watched any of Kim's videos, she has some really great ideas. And I especially like the pen art videos that she did. But now it needs something else. I'm thinking it needs something big. I've got that darn rule of threes. I don't know about those die cuts. I mean, I've got this frame thing, but that's... And I could maybe cut this and put one of them here and one of them here so that it does the corners. That could work. I don't want the seashells. I don't want that circle. I've got two of these. Actually, I probably have 3 or 4 because I opened up multiple packs of this. I like this little starburst. Why does it have to say summer? If it could just be this little sun with the palm tree, that would be so cute. Or pool time. We're not at the pool. I don't know about any of these. Oh, I'll say there's a palm tree, but it's on that same summer because I used multiple packs of this for other layouts. All right, none of these, but maybe those, these square things. I think they're supposed to be like a frame. You know, go around a photo, but I'm not going to do it like that. Uh-oh. I haven't stuck these down yet, but I plan to. So I could, I mean, if I do this, it kind of, what if I just kind of carefully cut along this edge? I don't want to cut completely. Put this right here. That right there. I'm kind of liking that. Do I want it down here? No, I do not. Do I want it over here? No, I think I like it here. And here, if I use it at all. I kind of do like that. This is very symmetrical for me. I still feel like I need something here. And I don't know what. Let's pull out the mats. Which I haven't looked at very much. I mean, there's this little castle, which would be really cute, except it's obviously a sand castle. But would that matter? I don't know if it would matter. Ice cold drinks. I heart summer. I do. Sweet summer memories. Dive into summer. Again, all summer. Staying cool, summer faves. I just don't think any of these are going to work for me. Which is a shame, because I've got a whole bunch of these mats left, because I'm just not good at using them. I'm getting better, and I love that the new matte packs, you only get 12 instead of 24, but I just don't think I can get away with putting a sand castle down here. I think that will bother me. All right, so I'm going to cut out the 7 minutes that I just sat here staring at this, trying to come up with what to do. You do not need to watch this for 7 minutes. I thought about these circle punches from Creative Memories. They punch a circle design, and I think maybe this one, if I do this, I probably wouldn't use this because I think it doesn't go. But I think I might try and do a circle. And I think it needs to be a solid. But what color solid? Maybe I don't know. I'm thinking if I do one here and one here, kind of tuck it behind. I don't know if that's what I want. It's feeling really symmetrical to me. I'm not a huge fan of that. I like I'd maybe want one big thing and a small thing over here. Not having a title, it may kill me. Oh, you know, the 50. It'd be fun to do something with the 50. Do I have any park maps? You know, when I first started this series, I had hoped to be able to incorporate memorabilia from Disney, and I couldn't find any, and I found some since then. And I wonder if that's, I mean, I didn't save very much on this trip, but I think I have something that might have this 50th anniversary logo, and I could do like 50 magical years or something up here. Maybe not use these. All right, let me see if I can find my bin o memorabilia. All right, so this is how I store my memorabilia. I got these bins from Costco. I just have a label on them, stuck on there by year. I have no idea what's in this box. I have not gotten to my family album for 2022 yet. Some of the things are probably from there. That was for our trip to Disneyland. This was Disneyland. This was New York. My daughter's college graduation. So 2022 was a heck of a year. Disney World 50, but it's Halloween. Texas Day Brazil, and the Spam Museum. So stay tuned for some layouts about those things. But this is all Halloween. I don't seem to have... We got this poster. This is going to be fun when it's time for me to scrapbook this trip. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. I wish I had something like this with the 50 and all that for this layout. And you know, I think I do, maybe I pulled these out already and didn't, you know, because I was working on this, didn't put them back in their bin. So I'm going to keep looking. People have asked me in the past if I would do a video tour of my scrapbook room, and I just have to tell you that it's not ready yet. Someday it is. I actually, you know, this being January, I have had I've been watching some decluttering videos, and I have some things going on in my brain. Someday maybe there'll be a video, but today's not that day. So good news, bad news. I did find 2 maps that have the 50th celebration on it, but they're from Animal Kingdom and Hollywood Studios. So that's not going to help me. That's, you know, the problem I've had this whole album is that I didn't save my memorabilia. But I did find this. This was from the This Life artsy add-ons. And I wonder if the purple would work. And I think it would. I don't think these other colors will work. But I think the purple would. I'm going to trim it down. I don't want this whole giant piece. But if I were to put this kind of, I'm going to cut it down. I have no idea where the rest of the artsy add-on pieces are. There they are, right here, actually on my table. I don't remember what the pieces look like. Balloons and hearts and smiles. I don't want any of those things. Oh, maybe that's what I need, are some words. But we're just going to trim this guy down. So just kind of center it. This will give me a title, and it'll give me something that acts as an embellishment. You know, we have a camera punch. I could trim these. Kind of like it up here. Do I still want this? I kind of am liking this little wave accent. I do need to kind of clean up the edges a little bit. I think I'm okay with that. And let me find the camera punch. All right, this was called Camera Love, and now I'm wishing I hadn't cut this yet because I wonder if I could fit the punches out of this purple. And unfortunately, this is one of the layouts, the punches that you can't just see through to the bottom. So I don't know if it'll work. Nope, too short. Too short, too short. Okay, so we're not going to be using this same purple. That would have been good, but I could find just purple eggplant cardstock. Or maybe this light purple. I'll try both. So this is called Eggplant. It's a current color. And this is called Purple Ice. It's a current color. And I think I could use either one of those. But I also remembered that I have all these mats. And I don't know if any of these were solid. Got that piece of Island Waters. That's not a mat. Now these all have too many designs. Darn it, I'm really trying to use those things. But, and I don't think I want to use this. This is too kind of obnoxious in your face. Let's try a couple of these. Interesting, I haven't used this punch in a while. It didn't punch all the way through. But I've punched with it before and it's punched fine. So let me try that again and punch a little harder. There we go. Guess I was just being a little bit too wimpy. I kind of like the light purple cameras. Maybe a dark purple camera. That one didn't punch all the way through either. That's weird. Like the same little spots. Could be because I'm sitting down. A lot of times when I'm punching, I stand up. Yeah. User error. Oops. Okay. Oh, I remember this one. It made little confetti that you could make little smiley faces with. Maybe we'll do something like that. Probably not. But it does look kind of cute. Picture perfect memories. Still not sure about these little corner brackets. I like them, but are they too much? Kind of liking that. I could put the hearts on here. I think I love that one. It doesn't show very well. All right, I'm liking the hearts. With or without the little waves? I think I need the little waves. Just gonna clean them up because I cut them so they don't have so much of a straight edge. This one especially looks very pointy to me. All right, I think we are going to do these little brackets and then the little cameras. I'm so glad I remembered about that. I was thinking about a border maker cartridge, but I thought a border is too much with this page, with what we've already got. I could have done a border like on some of these maybe, but I think I like this better just the way it is. So we'll start with this. I love that Creative Memories in the adhesive buffet they've done this month brought back the colored cases. So if you want to get a green case for your repositionable, you can. I probably should get a couple more so that when I lose this one, which I always do, I can find it again. Or I can have a backup. Sorry, thinking and scrapbooking, or talking and scrapbooking don't always work well for me. All right. So this is going to come down here with the little light purple heart. And this one will go up here with another light purple heart. That's kind of, oh, I could punch some hearts out of this. Maybe I'll do that. This one actually has where it didn't punch nicely. I'm gonna clean that up. And this I'm gonna stick down. I haven't decided yet what to do about the little strips. I might just trim them. But now I'm feeling like I need to say more, you know, I need to say more, do more journaling, say more than I've already said. And I do definitely want some of these pink hearts. And I could, of course, just punch some more with this and get the heart scrap. But I think I'm going to use this one. This was the heart and or heart punch border. I think it has a very similarly shaped heart, so I'm just going to use that. And I'm going to actually punch through 2 layers at once because I got some of this light purple and some of this pink. And just, I feel like this punch maybe is one of the ones that was a little fiddly. And I'm finding that, oops, if I punch through 2 layers, sometimes it's not as bad. Now, the good news is that's the right heart. The bad news is I just got stuck in here. So I just took my scissors and pushed it out. But I probably should have used like a screwdriver or something so that I don't damage my scissors. And I am going to stand up for this one. All right. So they just get a little sticky sometimes. What the heck? I'll just finish this off. I'm a little scared. That one came up. Okay. Now I've got these little pieces I could use for something. But I'm not going to. I just want the little tiny hearts. And I think I want to put the layout, spread the layout out before I decide where to start sticking these down. So I could have one of these up there. Oh, they're 2 together. So I could have both of these, maybe. 2 of these up here. 2, I don't know if I can use this light purple one right here. It's slightly different purple. But I mostly want the, actually like this heart better than that heart a little bit. How many hearts is too many? Probably probably already there. That might be too many. Okay, that might be right. I might need one more down here. There we go. I have this little tray that I just can throw all my stuff in and my scraps and go through them later if I decide I need more. So these are a little bit of a pain to stick down. I could use the precision point adhesive. That would probably be the easiest, but the liquid glue does take a minute to dry, and I don't know that I want to fiddle with that. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Repo. I am lucky because I have fingernails, so I can pick these guys up pretty easily. Yes, I like the little hearts. I think that worked. I'm so glad I remembered about this punch. And I haven't stuck these little thingies down, and I don't know that I need to actually, because once it has a page protector on it, they'll be all right. That one. This one. Oh, I almost wonder if I want this on the, oh, I got that on there already. I'll go right there. Sorry, thinking out loud. It made sense to me. I was wondering if I wanted to put the purple on that blue, but I did blue right there. Okay, yes, 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 liking the hearts. All right, do I need any journaling? Let's look at what we said last week. A lot of journaling. We picked the original Magic Kingdom. I have to journal. That's just me. I have to journal. So maybe I'll just say something about, you know, my girls are such good. Oh, I forgot this guy. My girls are such good sports to stop for all the photo pass. But have I already said that? I think I might have already said it. But I think I might have to say it again. Maybe I'll just say that we, you know, no matter how many times we've been to Disney, we always have to stop and get a few pictures in front of the castle. I think that's just what I'll write. All right, I'm going to show you guys one of my secrets. One of the things I love to do is to journal right on my background paper. But if I make a mistake, then I can cover it up with journaling on a little photo box. So that's one of my little tips is don't be afraid to journal right on the background if it'll show up. Because if it didn't work, nobody will ever know. All right, so there's our little secret that I said no matter how many times we've been to the Magic Kingdom, we always have to stop for a photo or a half dozen photos in front of the castle. And now I think I'm going to put a little heart. Oops. I guess I'm putting 2 hearts on my journal box. And we're done. I will admit to you that this layout took longer than I thought it would at the beginning when I came up with the idea of using the little strips of the scraps. I thought, oh, this will be so fast because it's all been cut. Part of it was stopping to think, but it did take me a little bit longer than it probably should have. But I really am happy with it. And this happens all the time as I have no idea where I'm going to go most of the time. These Theme Park Thursday videos, you guys see the process. I talk out loud. I figure it out as I go. And I edit out some stuff, but it's mostly me sitting, pondering, thinking, or, replicating this. But I mean, it did take me longer than I expected, but doesn't it look fun? I'm so glad that I remembered about the camera love punch. And I really love the kind of fun nature. We've got this confetti picture again, and I just think it's a great addition to this scrapbook album. So I think we're episode 67, and next week the next layout will be our entry into the Magic Kingdom, and I think it was the parade. Actually, let me look over here. What's on my thing? Yeah, first Festival of Fantasy. So I think this might be where, yes, we walked in just as the parade was starting and got to see Maleficent. And I love this picture because we see Maleficent, and then Maleficent breathes fire, and then Michelle turns around and says, "Did I just miss that?" So this is the first Festival of Fantasy that came back after COVID. So that was fun. And so that will be our layout for next week. But today, oops, I missed this one. But today, layout 67 is back making our picture perfect memories in the Magic Kingdom. So thanks so much for watching, and I will be back next Thursday with another edition of Theme Park Thursday.